know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a pastor.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And outbounds right around the 20. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
At the 20-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Cardinals nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 to the 24.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He'll buy some time right. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Throwing on first down is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
Murray now to throw. This one complete to Gafford. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
3-yard line.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10, down at the 33. From the gun, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Rolling to his right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 33 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Powell on the return. Well, it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Jalen Thompson on the tackle. A gain of 9.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Lions pass taken in by Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now it's Gurley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They run. It's Gurley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Chandler Jones so quick. He was the one that got in to stop that one before it got started. At the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denying his bid for a second score.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's third down and goal to go.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the shotgun, Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan able to connect with his top man, Julio Jones. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. On the return, Isabella. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return, the Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing and then throw in the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Finds the open target, Arnold. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and that'll bring up second down.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
To throw again, Murray. Left side, Hopkins. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. They'll buy some time right. Over the middle, complete. It's Arnold. And they'll get this down to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rico Gafford there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
The kick is,
and he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 14. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Here's Powell on the return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to give it to Ridley. Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
And how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Here's Smith to return it. Able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st down, Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return, Isabella. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Thrown away and incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Murray flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
3rd and 3.
Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
They're ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points are certainly not at a premium here. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Here's Gurley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. He'll buy some time right. Look at that, a diving catch. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Murray. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Murray going deep for Hopkins. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain on 1st and goal. Drake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
6-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray rolling to his right. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. 3rd from the gun. It's Drake. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead. This debate is going to be fun.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Here's Powell on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they think it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Number 21.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
He's taken down by Chandler Jones.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. It's caught. Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Jones. 31 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Cardinals 24.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. The 1st down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
20-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. tackle made there by Budda Baker.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Ryan. Drops incomplete as he got kicked as he was throwing it. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now it's their chance to execute.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
3rd down and 7.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. Nice move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now, this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
The Falcons' 2-yard line.
They'll try again with Drake. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd, carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Zane Gonzalez.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Here's Powell on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push.
Ryan hit it, and he lost the football. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll roll him out right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now here's a deep shot that's complete, and he's going to have the Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. They'll buy some time right. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, now he'll square up and throw, and this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Murray again, this is Drake. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Right back to Drake. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown, and
touchdown.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you by. Finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to. We're talking about your brother, protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I knew the solution. Maybe now should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
You're great.